Silver is charging back above 52 and gold is now going above 4,100. So what is going to happen next? Are we going to break new highs or are we going to hit resistance levels once again? Well, let's talk about what you should be doing right now and what we could expect. So let's go. Want to win 100 ounces of American Silver Eagles completely free? Well, in case you missed out on the first opportunity, JM Bullion is now giving you a second chance to win 5 full tubes of 100 coins packed in a custom waterproof Pelican case. There is no purchase necessary, and the newest and latest giveaway is going to end on December 11th of this year. And if you want to get in on this last opportunity, click the link in the description below for a chance to win. And again, just to be clear, JM Bullion is not sponsoring this channel in any sort of way. This is just me wanting to pass this opportunity along to help you guys out. So don't miss out on this. Click on the link in the description to enter for your chance to win 100 ounces of free silver. Hi everybody, and welcome back to yet another video. So we are now into Wednesday, November 12th, 2025, and silver and gold are starting to make a bit of a rebound, and prices have been going up this week, with silver at 52 and gold nearing 41.50, at least at the time of this video. And we could possibly be seeing new all-time highs again, perhaps as early as Friday or maybe going into next week. And there seems to be a bit of a renewed excitement and inflow of people coming in now that the government shutdown could be ending soon, and people are expecting data to begin being released, or at least to start playing catch up to the delay that they've had, which would confirm certain data expectations. And if that's the case, then obviously spending and deficits are going to continue again, and interest rates are expected to drop. And with all this happening at once, this is what has been driving the prices of metals up lately. Now, depending on what your plan is, there are some common reactions that could take place if the price continues to climb. And if we see silver hit $60 an ounce, then depending on what happens to the price of gold, I think we could see people fall into either a few groups. And majority are going to keep buying silver regardless of the $60 levels. And a lot of us have this stacking forever type of mindset, so we aren't really going to be dissuaded by another price increase. But the second group will probably be switching into gold, whether that is trading in their old silver or just flat out making exclusive purchases of gold. And there could be also a little bit of a wait and see approach, but that just depends on what the price of gold does, of course. And lastly, there will be another group who locks in some profits. Perhaps people want to skim a bit off the top, or just they want to get completely out of it due to fear of the price of 60 being near the top. So what is the right move? Do you buy more silver, do you sell it, or do you switch into gold? Well, that's going to depend on your plan, and we've talked about that many times, but I want to address this again because there are a lot of people out there who do not have a plan in place, and it's important to have one and get started with it because that will tell you what you should do next. And I'll give you just a little insight of what my plan is right now and how this would play out today, or if silver does hit $60 an ounce. So let's start with the right here and now, because that is the easiest thing to do. So if I'm reviewing my goals and my style of stacking, I'm going to want to focus on silver if the GSR is above 80. And right now at the time of this video, the GSR is actually below 79. So I would actually want to pick up a bit more gold since I've been exclusively stacking silver over the past few years. And the reason why I say this is because my stack needs more gold relative to the value of what I currently have. And this is a rule that I set in place, and so I'm working my plan on balancing out the purchases based on what the GSR tells me. Now, that can change because a GSR of 83 on Monday and a GSR of 78 on Wednesday could be the difference of what I buy depending on when I go to my local coin shop. Because if I went on Monday, I would have picked up silver, and if I were to go today, I would have picked up some gold. But that's just how the timing works, and I'm not trying to fight it because I know it'll swing back and forth, and I just can't control that. I can only control my purchases. So I wouldn't stop stacking just because silver's price goes higher, but rather I would adjust based off what the GSR levels are, and that's just my style of stacking. I am a GSR stacker, I guess. I don't know, but I'm not sure if that's a thing or not, but I just like to use it in assisting with decisions, or at least giving a general direction of guidance to what I should be exchanging my fiat for. So if the GSR does compress further, that would just mean more time spent buying gold versus more time spent buying silver. And that's all it means to me. And depending on how it actually does go, I would even trade all of the silver that I did buy into gold. But for that to happen, it would need to hit a mid GSR level of somewhere around mid 40s. So I think a lot of people fail in this specific spot here because they don't adapt their plan, or they don't know how to transition when the markets start changing. And it's real easy to say I'm only going to buy silver or I'm only going to buy gold, but when things start to get a little iffy, you need a plan to navigate any of those changes that come up. And this goes for everything, whether it's, the type of metal like silver or gold, or the price levels of them, or the premiums that you have to pay, etc. There are so many factors that come into play, and we need to be ready for any of those changes that come up. So even if silver did hit 60, or if it cools back down, having a plan is going to be playing any sort of guessing game of what might be, because usually when you play the what might be or what could be, that usually follows up with a I should have done this later on down the road. And stacking consistently with a plan, in my experience, removes that latter comment, and you end up with less regret. And I know that if the GSR tells me to buy silver, I will have enough silver on hand. And if the GSR tells me to buy gold, I will have enough gold on hand. I never ever really feel like I'm missing out on anything, and that's just my opinion. So if you find yourself ever being unsure about what you should do, you more likely than not need to revisit your stacking plan. And I can't tell you what you should be doing right now, and I get asked that all the time. Should I buy silver? Should I buy gold? Should I buy this thing or that? And I'm not a financial expert, nor do I ever claim to be. This is just a hobby of mine, and I can only tell you what I'm doing right now. So if you want to copy and paste almost what I'm doing, then sure, go ahead. That's totally fine. But for me, if I walk into my local coin shop and the GSR is below 80 like it is today, then I would pick up a piece of gold. And that's my plan, and that's how I plan to run it. But with that being said, guys, what is going to be your move with silver prices or gold prices climbing again? Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.